my people suffer so bad? Oh, is it that should really be sad? Is it a misplaced melancholy? Well, it's politics time again. Are you gonna vote now? My people may talk. It's politics time again.
Yes, I. Heal up all ones and ones. Tonight, we attack politics in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Yes. You know. Well, my mission is black liberation. And since St. Vincent and the Grenadines is where I'm from, and I know the struggles of the people on the island, I think I will be a hypocrite to talk about everything else and don't talk about my people. Because after all, my mom still live there. Me have brothers there. My sister live there. Cousins. My niece live there. Other friends and family live there. See? So, with all we see are going right now, in that little island, I don't think it will be a good thing for I to sit back here and not say nothing. Because right now, I think the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines need every little ounce of support they can get. Because St. Vincent is in a bad state. Yes. Enough ones attack about 5 in a row. And the more I hear them say it, it's the more I have to question what I'm hearing and say, yo, seriously? Seriously? You want to talk about 5 in a row? Do them same ones really understand what's really going on in St. Vincent and the Grenadines? Do they realize that the ULP has been in power for nearly 20 years? Well, 19 plus years to be precise. And under their leadership, St. Vincent and the Grenadines has the worst performing economy in the OECS. In fact, last year, there was a study that was carried out. And the economy of St. Vincent only grew by 0.4%. When most of the OECS economy grew by 2.7% on average. So this is where we are. And people are talking about 5 in a row. This is madness. Poverty is on the increase in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This is not no joke. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, right? I was researching online today. And I took the numbers from 3 different sources. And the lowest we were ranked in terms of poorest Caribbean countries are 4th. See? When you factor in the countries of the Dominican Republic and Cuba, we're ranked 5th. The 5th poorest. Yeah? So one rating has us the 4th poorest country in the Caribbean. And you know who we there in front of? Jamaica. Hold on. Let me tell you, man. Because I don't make up the story now. And people are come talk about 4 in a row. Hold on now. I will tell you. Yeah, I will tell you. So we have here St. Vincent and the Grenadines being ranked 4th. Poorest in the Caribbean. Right? And here who they behind them? First, the poorest was Haiti. GDP per capita was $874. Jamaica second poorest. $5,393 per capita. Then they have Dominica, $6,860. And 4th, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, $7,500.05. See? Now, they're going to find the other one rank them at 5th. But that is when they factor in Cuba and the Dominican Republic. No. Who they have that is poorer than them? Again, Haiti. This is a study from which year? It doesn't say the year here. Haiti, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, and Cuba. And St. Vincent and the Grenadines is 5th. I think this was a more recent one. Because the GDP per capita, this is 12,100. 1 minute. Yes. Another one which was done, dated May 29, 2019. You know where you rank? Well, this one make we look a little decent. They rank St. Vincent as the 6th poorest. But that is when you put in Belize and Guyana. So it have St. Vincent 6th, Dominican Republic 5th, Dominica 4th, Jamaica 3rd, Belize 2nd, and Guyana last. Yeah. But this is one that where the ranking the richest countries in the Caribbean. I got this one off a website called bestcitizenship.com. So this is how low we rank. See? Okay. See it. So now, and then, you know, when I look at this one, you know, I can't even take it serious because, well, I guess they just counting, they talk, well, I don't even know how to put it. But however you want to put it, St. Vincent and the Grenadines is doing really bad. See? And then, when I look at it, you know, the way I see it is like, you've already book 48 laws of power. The powerful stay in power. It's like, when you keep people poor, the people under you poor, they're easier to control. So I guess this is why the ULP keep the citizens of St. Vincent and the Grenadines poor. Don't provide the conditions where people can be self-sustainable and look after themselves. Now, I want to touch on something. I came across this information today. See, I heard about it before, but it was released today by the opposition New Democratic Party. So, St. Vincent and the Grenadines Country Poverty Assessment of 2018, which the ULP tried to hide, right? Every 10 years, they do a poverty assessment to see if there's any growth. You understand? People's life, if the people getting richer, they getting poorer. The last one was done in 2008 before 2018, right? And the ULP come and brag and boast and say, yes, things nice and all of that, right? So now, this one come out, and according to the information I have here, they say that in Maracua, where it's like Mesper, Richland Park and these places, poverty rise. Yes, you good? Yeah. Nice. By 15%. In North Windward, you talk, oh yeah, Sandy and them place. George, probably, yeah. Poverty rose by 10%. Now poverty in Barley, where I am from. See? Bagger me from, you know. Me live a Bagger until me 10. I went to live with my grandfather. See? Poverty rose from 28.5% to 60.2% within 10 years from 2008 to 2018. That means there was a 31.7% increase. You understand? Not Leeward now. Where my paternal family hails from. After all, I remember going to my great-grandfather's funeral in Chumoka.
When are you finished?
A few minutes. Right? You see, poverty has risen from 4 in 10 to 6 in 10, meaning from 40% to 20%, a 20% rise. So that means poverty not Leeward, 60%. So, look here, you see like this government, it's like more take it personal, you know. Because where my family come from, they must stifle them. Yeah. Is that a one? No. St. Vincent and the Grenadines also have the highest unemployment rate in the OECS. See? Remittances from Europe and America makes up most of the GDP of the island. Anybody can tell you how long the lines has be at Western Union and MoneyGram. A lot of people depend on family members and friends who live in America and Europe to send them money. We import more than we export. We're not feeding ourselves. There's no agro-industry. Imagine a tropical island that imports fruits and vegetables on a large scale. It's not a joke thing, you know. I see it for myself when I was back there in 2016. I mean, that is not sustainable. It's like you're just going down a poverty route. Look here, one of my friends runs a branch of his family supermarkets. See? And he told me that they import almost everything that they sell. And it's like this man said to me, look here, Bridget. We wish we could get more local produce to buy. But it's just not possible. Yo, serious problem St. Vincent having, and people come talk about 5 in a row now. We have poor, and in many cases, non-existent health care. A cat apart in the hospital of St. Vincent, I see photos, you know. Hospital in a Kingston, you know. The Milton K. Memorial Hospital, you know. Sometimes they have no drugs in the hospital, and it's not joke, you know. When people sick and have to go to hospital, they have to take their own sheet, pillowcases and pillows, you know. And this is not no lie, you know. I not make this up. If you're unfortunate enough to end up in a hospital in St. Vincent, you have to take your own sheet and pillowcase. They don't have it. And there are some people who come make a silly excuse and tell about people are thief them. See? I heard of cases where people who are hospitalized and have to go private and buy their own drugs. See? Because the government, the hospital have none. The nurses them, I come and tell them, you can't lend this man down the sum. And then when he have this, we will give you back. You could imagine that? Many of the health clinics are in some dilapidated state. Run down and moldy. I see photos. I saw photographs. They probably start to paint them up now. To try to entice voters. You understand? To make it look like if they want to do something, because election is what? November the 5th. Look, yeah, in 2016, I went home for my father's funeral. St. Vincent have very poor infrastructure. The roads, you see the state of the road. You go? If you see the state of the road, but guess what? They must fix up now. Election will come. They must patch up. Look here, you see the condition of the road. Yo, I was appalled. Especially in the leeward side of the island. Yeah. St. Vincent and the Grenadines imposes the highest taxes on citizens in comparison to the rest of the region. Especially when they're importing anything from abroad. They want to kill you with tax. Rising crime rate. Corruption all across the board. Don't talk about corruption. Now we have to talk about all the nepotism that are going on. Everybody, well, I suppose people don't want nepotism meaning you doing favorable things are giving favorable positions and privileges to family members and friends. See? Check the situation. Check the situation of the Prime Minister's son. And the Prime Minister's son, I think he used to be an ambassador, something like that. Then he came home and then he was what? At some kind of high position. Then Minister of Finance. So he and his father control all the finances of the country.
When I finish.
Soon. 1 minute, yeah. Right? Along with the Prime Minister, daughter, and him daughter-in-law. You have a cousin who was never elected in Parliament and holds one of the biggest portfolio, yet nobody never vote for him. Talk about nepotism and favorable favors being granted. Who could remember the rock gutter incident where a van crashed into the sea and 7 children on their way to school lost their lives? Huh? Well, I can tell you something about that. These children are coming from as far as Fancy in North Windward. And the Rotary Club of Fancy had a van that used to transport these children to school. But the van was old, run its course. Now, they sourced a van, I think it was in Japan or somewhere overseas. And they applied to the government to get a duty-free concession to bring in this van. And mind you, the Rotary Club of Fancy is a charitable organization. I've been hearing of it since I was a little boy, growing up on the island. The government refused. So, this led to these children having to start traveling to school in a van belonging to a pastor fella called Ehud Meyers. And if you read the transcript from the case, he was giving in evidence that the van was poorly maintained. See? A lot of things they were supposed to do, they never did it. Now the same van, that is the van that crashed. Because the government refused to give the duty-free concession to the Rotary Club of Fancy. These children had to go and ride in a van that is poorly maintained. The van crashed. Picking them dead, 7 of them dead. Now in my opinion, the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, them have blood on them hands. You understand? Yeah, they have blood on them hands. But check this now. The Prime Minister's wife and a guy named Basil Charles, who used to own a bar in Mustic named Basil's Bar, were given duty-free concession to bring in a kitchen to put in a restaurant at the Argyle International Airport. Check that now. Yes. Now, another thing again. It's nepotism and this wicked government. All these lumber and building materials that the government does give it come election time. Where you think them buy them from? Whose place? The Prime Minister family. See? Where they buy all this stuff them from? The school feeding program. Who owns these businesses? Ask yourself these questions if you don't know. Can you sit over there for me, please? Right? A few years ago, this is funny. A friend of mine told me another friend of ours who is related to the Prime Minister introduced him to one of the Prime Minister's sons and said to him, This is the next Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Is that the kind of thing we have a go on in a Vincy? Where, man, I tell you, this is the next Prime Minister just because I'm man of the Prime Minister's son. And I don't make up them story, you know, because I don't tell lie on no one. See? We have in St. Vincent and the Grenadines a government that disregards the rule of law. On countless occasions, citizens took the state to court, and the court ruled in their favor. And even after the government has exhausted all their rights of appeal, they refuse to abide by the rulings of the court. And in some cases, them drag out the process, pay the people them the compensations when they feel like, and give them what them feel like, only to frustrate these citizens. You understand me? Yeah, this is no joke. Yes, a wicked government, they do all these things to spite citizens. Remember, the Prime Minister at one point did say, you have to come back to Papa. Well, he must be Papa Dak. And it look like he groomed his son to be a baby Dak. You understand? For those of you who don't know, Papa Dak was the former president of Haiti. And baby Dak was his son who took over the presidency after his father died. See? But you notice SVG and the downward spiral economically, and the ULP seems like they would like to take citizens down to the level of poverty that our brothers and sisters are experiencing in Haiti. Yes. Like, when you check it in a man, the kind of wickedness are going on in a Vincy, you know. It's like just the other day, the government take away lands that was in a family, that was passed on from generations to generations. See? Lands that they were renting to people. People were renting from them. And one not paying the rent. They took them to court to evict them from the land. And the government go and take the people them land and give it to these people. For what? To get votes? And it's not the first time it happened. Citizens' property are being taken arbitrarily in a St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Is this the path SVG should continue? Ask yourself this question. So when some wise fool who are not informed and don't live on the island, some of them, merely because them have a friend who might be a politician or someone them teach at school, or they might be acquainted with somebody, some bootlicker of the government. Don't bother with them, man. Because who in the kitchen I feel the heat. See? So don't make no one fool you and come to you them kind of foolishness. People need to wake up. See? Go out and vote. And vote them out. Get rid of them. Because they don't care about you. Them too wicked. We fed up of them. And then I leave this one here. I forward with the next one soon. People, be more. Like, share, comment and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend and tell a friend. Vincy need all of you right now. Be more.